Hi there, this is Kelly with Inspiring Women on a Mission, and it's Tuesday, so we have a new video, and today I have a very special guest. This is my son, Matthew. As most of you know, if you've seen our videos, you know that we have 5 boys, so Matthew is my oldest and son number 4. And, you know, I talk a lot about my family just because I love them so much. I think they're just wonderful people. My boys inspire me every day. I think we're funny. I think we have a good time, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. So today we decided to do something a little different. We're going to do 20 questions. So we're going to ask each other each 10 questions.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a little list here in case we forget. And Matthew just got out of the Marine Corps. So he's happy to be back here in Canada.
Yeah.
With the family and up here in this beautiful country. And so this could get a little interesting. So who wants to go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, I'm going to go first.
Probably just messing around the woods. Like, I like that. I want to have a place where eventually I can do that again, because I still like doing that. You haven't gone with me now.
Well, maybe not here in Canada right yet. So.
Well, I just got to get my licenses and I'll be good.
There you go. So messing around in the woods. So yeah.
That's what I like to do. It's fun.
Even though you sometimes came home with poison ivy and ticks. So.
Yeah, that's pretty natural.
Okay. I would say Vincent Van Gogh. He was my favorite for a long time, and I just like his loose style. He used beautiful colors. He did some different types of work that was different, I think, from what a lot of other people were doing at the time. So I would say that he's my favorite.
I mean, honestly, I think the funniest ones is just the way Dad and I interact with each other. Like, there's just so many, and the way we talk to each other is just so unconventional. Like, it's not your typical, like, oh, I love you, like, good job, son. It's like, the more we insult each other, the more we know how much we love each other. And I think that just makes an interesting conversation. Yeah. And people like to watch us interact, and it does, like, no matter what, it ends up with one of us laughing. Yeah. Because it gets that ridiculous.
It does. It shocks some people when they first come over and they realize how kind of all of us will interact, and it's a little bit like a Don Rickles type of humor, I guess.
Oh, very much so.
Insulting type of humor sometimes. We all are pretty good sports, and usually nobody ends up crying or anything. So
that rarely happens.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
Yeah. So. You know what? I love to cook Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Italian food, and it can be like the lemon chicken. It can be the bolognese sauce. It can be spaghetti carbonara. You know, any of those types of things, but I love to cook Italian food. So.
I guess on a serious note here is that blood doesn't matter. Like, I've been, like, growing up and then my time in the military, like, seeing like, having a blood connection, or like that someone is like your biological something, really means nothing, because just because you're biologically related doesn't make that person a good person. So I think you really have to just judge a person off their character and who they are, not by what their chemistry is to them related to you.
Well, shoot, when I was young, I used to read all kinds of historical books. So I love, I guess one of my favorite eras is that time of, like, King Henry VIII, back in Europe and England and everything, where they had the courts and things like that. I find that fascinating, and read a lot of books about that as well. So I think that's probably one of my very favorite ones.
Probably just my military career, honestly. Spent 5 years in the Marine Corps, was able to leave, for the most part, on a positive note. I got to do a lot of things that most people will never say they got to do. I really enjoyed my time in it. I mean, a lot of it was not a lot of fun. I mean, like 80% of it was not a lot of fun, but the 20% that was amazing, like, makes up for it, which is really kind of weird. But
so when you left as a sergeant?
I left as a sergeant. I spent 5 years in, left as a sergeant, but I thought it was probably the best time of my life, and I made friends that I'll never forget about. Like, even though we're all scattered to the winds now, like, all of us are out, except for like 2 or 3 that decided to stay in. But for the most part, it's an awesome time.
Yeah, good experience. Okay. Oh, I think sometimes they get stuck in their own ways, and they're not willing to look and see the possibilities that are out there. I think sometimes they tend to put young people down, millennials or whatever. And I'm here to say that I think there's a lot of millennials that I see in young people that are hard workers. They're entrepreneurial. They're go-getters. So I think you just, I guess we were talking about you base people on their individuality instead of grouping people into one group. So I think being a little bit more open-minded about that is something that they can improve upon.
Mm-hmm. I honestly have none.
It's amazing.
The biggest reason is because every decision you make has led you to the point where you're at in your life, and you can either make it a positive or a negative outcome. Regardless of what happens, like, you have a regret, that's on you, and you're not being accountable for your own decisions. Mm-hmm. Like, you either can reflect on it and keep making a negative influence in your life, or you can find something positive out of it and make it something worthwhile. Mm-hmm. So honestly, no regrets. Have I screwed up? Yeah, but I don't regret those decisions.
Well, so, they could be your life lessons.
Exactly. There's always something to learn from somewhere, so you just have to be able to find it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have I said before that my son Matthew is an old soul, because he's been like this since he was very young. So I probably learn as much from him, if not more, than he does from me. So. Oh, I think some of the problem today's youth has to do with maybe some of their parents. I think sometimes we try to do too much for our children, and we don't give them the skills to make those decisions. The like we talked about with failure. I mean, you learn a lot from failure. You learn a lot when you fall down and you have to pick yourself back up. If someone's always doing that for you, you're not going to learn the lesson. Mm-hmm. So I think that as parents or whatever, step back and be there. You can be there for support, but and to guide, but you have to learn to let these young people fail once in a while. It's not gonna kill them. They're gonna be okay. They're gonna learn. They're gonna become stronger. So that would be my thought on that. So. Okay, well, I think that's enough for today. We're going to leave it there. We'll have more next week, and we'll finish up with our 20 questions so you get to know a little bit more about family life in the Wesley household. Thanks so much.